So I was speaking to a fella down the pub the other day, and he said he was going pheasant shooting. I said, oh, real do. Fetch us one. I'll have a do at cooking it. Anyway, I comes out of the pub last night to find my car decorated with pheasant. Anyway, I've got 6 of the bastards now. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. What the fuck is anyone going to do with 6 pheasants? And it's been a heavy night in the pop. I can't be arsed, so I'm just going to hang them up and leave them for a few days. It says hang in a cool, dry place away from insects and stuff, so well, Ebola won't even survive in this garage, so I think they'll be right in here. Six dead pheasants hanging on a beam. 6 dead pheasants hanging on a beam. Right, well, I'm going for a lie down. I feel like my head's going to explode. We'll come back in a few days. In the meantime, I suppose I better look at some YouTube videos on how to prepare pheasant. Right, well, they've been hung up for 5 days now, which was a complete waste of time, because I'm going to make a pheasant pie. So any difference in flavour caused by the aging process is just going to be cancelled out by all the seasoning in the pie anyway. But here we are. I've come out into the fields to make it seem more authentic and country-like, and we're going to do stuff with the pheasant. Right, well, I've set up a workstation on the tailgate of this inbred L200. Like I say, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm just going to breast the pheasant. I can't be bothered plucking it and doing all the rest. I don't even want roast pheasant. Like I say, I'm just going to make a pheasant pie. Let's get started. I think this is a sushi knife. Anyway, right. So I don't have a clue what I'm doing here. Never butchered a pheasant before. Fuck off. You can nick there. This knife's not very sharp. Looked a lot easier on the YouTube video. Right, the skin back. To reveal the breasts. Yes. There we go, make a cut. Oh, what a bloody mess. Really don't have a clue what I'm doing here. Well, we've got one. Hopefully, by the time I've done 6, I'll be an expert at this. What a bloody mess. Two. Right, so I'm going to cut that bit out there because there's obviously a bit of shot in there. I did actually butcher a hare once and make quite a nice stew, but I didn't actually check for shot, so I had a nasty surprise and a trip to the dentist by the time I'd finished with that. Like I say, I can cut it up however which way I want because it's all going to get diced up and put in the pie. Yeah, we'll just sling that bit. Actually, this is the main reason why I came up here, to be honest, because then I can just sling the rest of it in the undergrowth. Hopefully something else will eat it. Oh god, there is a lot of shot. Should have maybe cut it a bit closer to the wishbone. It's a bit wasted there. Anyway, we're done with that. If anyone wants to come up and take the legs and stuff, you're welcome to it. Right, well, I've just got to repeat that 6 times. Right, we're on to the last one now, and this is the nicest looking one. I've changed my knife as well. This one's a bit sharper. We'll see how this one goes. Still not really mastered it, but I think we're getting better. I've not slashed myself open yet either. They're all full of grain. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's quite a nice one. Covered in feathers still. Now, I did actually go shooting with a fella once, and I did actually manage to shoot a pheasant. I ambushed it. I saw the feathers fly off when I shot it. I thought, right, I've got it. Anyway, started going up to it. It just flew off. Anyway, flew off and dropped. So I found it in a bush in the next field. Right to grab it again, flew off. So at the other side of the road, in someone else's field, I thought, I'm not taking a gun in there. Anyway, it fucked off again. Anyway, I never did find it, but I definitely hit it. That's its last meal. There we go, another feather covered breast. Look at this, it's full of full of corn. Oh God. Yeah, see ya. Right, well they're the last ones and they're the nicest I've done so far, so definitely getting better. Anyway, let's go and start cooking. Right, we're in the kitchen now. Before I do anything else, the first thing I'm going to do is clean all this meat up because it's covered in blood, feathers and all sorts. Right, for most of the cooking I'm going to use this slow cooker. Well, before I start anything else, I'm going to add a couple of chicken stock cubes in there, bit of onion gravy and some hot water. Not too much. I think people make a mistake with most of these things. They add too much water and ruin it all. Anyway, we're going to leave that to warm up and carry on with the rest of the process. So I've got some mushrooms here. I'm going to cut those up. Oh. Now, I did think about picking my own mushrooms for this, as there's a few in the field still, but last time I ate a dish with mushrooms I picked myself, about an hour after I finished eating, I was having a party in my garage with Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harrison. Gary Glitter was the live entertainment. The results of that hallucination can be seen on YouTube on my music video for Nutters Incorporated. Right, we'll put those straight in the slow cooker. I also found this dry old leek at the back of the fridge, so I might as well use that. Again, that's going straight in the slow cooker. Right, we're going to chop some onions and garlic. Garlic. Right, well there's quite a lot more meat there than I expected. And while I dice this up, I'm going to melt some butter in a pan with the onions, then I'm going to chuck the meat in with it. Right, whilst the meat and the onions are browning, I'm going to find some wine to go in the dish. Shouldn't be hard. Ah yes, this is the stuff. Côte du Rhône. Now if you go to Aldi, you see this and buy it because it's bloody good. I actually came across it because this fella, local fella, sometimes gets me a few cars. He doesn't want any payment. He just says, fetch us a couple of bottles of this. Anyway, I tried it and it's fucking real stuff. I better just try some though, because it has been in the cupboard for a while. I need to make sure it's alright, you know. I don't want to be putting subpar product in our dish. I think that'll do. Right, that's going quite nicely, so I'm going to add some wine. Don't know how much. Maybe more. A healthy amount. Whoops. Shouldn't have had this in the fridge because it's going to have to warm up again now. Right, well, whilst that's warming up again, I'll show you the final few ingredients I'm going to put in. There's going to be some mixed herbs, don't have a clue. Ground black pepper. The garlic's going to go in there. Then I'm going to let it stew for a few minutes. Then I'm going to put it all in the slow cooker and leave it for a few hours. Pepper. Maybe a bit much there, fuck it. Mixed herbs. Plenty of them. Garlic. Give it all a bit of a stir. Smells bloody good, I'll tell you that much. Right, that'll do. So now we need to transfer this into the slow cooker without spilling anything. Right, well, like I say, we'll leave that now for a few hours and come back later and make the pastry and maybe some potatoes to go with it as well. Right, well, that's been stewing for a while now, so it's time to make the flour. I've never made flour in my life, so I'm just going to read the instructions on the back of this bag. 225 grams plain flour. 150 grams of butter. Well, that seems like a lot of butter, but add the egg. And 2 tablespoons of cold water. Stir to form the pastry. Right, the pastry's ready. I put some water on to boil for the potatoes, so we just have to roll it out now, I think. It's been years since I've done this. What bloody effort goes into making a pie? No wonder all these chefs are sniffed out of their head all the time. Christ. Yeah. Oh, sort of place that in there somehow. And I guess we'll cut that all off, then we can use that to make the top. Well, hopefully that'll do. Right, I'm going to leave the pastry for now. I'm going to cut some spuds, I'm going to do some roast potatoes, and it's all going to go in the oven at the same time. I don't bother peeling them, take any bits of eyes off them or sprouts or whatever. They just go straight into the boiling pan till they're softer, not too soft, then they'll go in the oven. Right, the potatoes are almost ready to go in the oven. They're not quite soft enough to eat, but almost. You don't want them breaking up. Now before they go in the oven, I'm going to put them in this bowl And I'm going to mix them with some oil, a bit of flour and some garlic. Bit of garlic in there, some flour, mix it all up. Ah! Fucking ah! Just going to leave that a minute. I'll maybe do it like this. And I'm going to put these in a separate tray. They're not mixed very well. Some haven't got any on. Some haven't got any oil on at all, and some have got loads. But anyway, they can go straight in the oven. Now, just down to the pie. Right, there's the filling. Been in there for a few hours now. Just pour it in to the pastry. Look at that. Maybe bits of shot in there, but be right, won't it? Then we'll put the lid on. Is it big enough? Is it fuck? Oh, fucking hell. See if we can cut any more excess off. Oh, I think that'll do it. Yes. Well, I guess, I don't know, maybe you're supposed to put a few slits in it, so we'll do that. And that's the completed pie ready for the oven. Right, we'll leave that in there for about half an hour and come back and have a look. Right, well, I've lit the fire and we'll wait for our local dinner guests to arrive. Right, let's have a look. I think everything looks just about ready. That looks bloody good. I don't know if the pastry's cooked, but oh well. See how that comes out. Probably. Bloody hell. Well, the pastry's come out and the filling sort of. I think I did exactly what I warned against at the beginning of this, is put a bit too much water in it. Well, probably too much wine actually, but anyway, we'll see. Get a few potatoes on. We'll see what it tastes like. It looks nice, it smells nice. Let's find out what it tastes like. Try a bit of potato first. Dip it in some of the gravy. Oh yeah. Bit of the meat. I'm going to be very careful, I don't want to chew on any shot. I mean, I did check for some. That is absolutely beautiful. I've never actually had pheasant before. This is the first time. And it tastes very gamey. Well, because it is a game bird. I'm assuming that's the strong taste is due to me hanging it up for a few days. I thought the seasoning, the pie would cover that taste up, but no. It's absolutely excellent. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off and I'll let you know how it comes out the other end. Well, that was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I know I made it and you think I might be biased, but I'm very critical of my own cooking and I think this is the best thing I've ever made. I think the half bottle of wine really added to it as well. As you can see, none of my dinner guests actually turned up. You know, the amount of people I asked today, I sent them a picture of the pheasant while I was taking the breasts out. I asked them, you know, are you going to come for some pheasant pie later? And the overwhelming response was, "Oh, that looks disgusting. Oh, that looks vile. I'm not eating that." Why are people so fussy these days? It's as if the food isn't presented to them in its final state, they're just not interested. Anyway, like I say, I'll let you know how it comes out the other end. Pie was that good, the dinner guests who had to go to Chinese.
Has anyone died from the...
Oh, dinner guests actually here now.
Why have these two not eaten any?
They'd rather have sweet and sour dog.
Yeah, good and all, okay?
Deep fried chimpanzee. Well, I'll explain the rating system.
Yeah, go on.
You have to rate how it comes out the other end. And the time elapsed between the first bite and the first excretion of...
The current time is 8:10.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the first bite. Well, it's good.
Oh, it tastes alright, doesn't it?
Tastes very good.
Better than that dog.
Better than that dog meat from Chinese. How much wine have you put in it?
Half a bottle.
Well, and then the other half a bottle were...
Went into him. Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got through near enough all of it now. And it's gone down very well. I mean, nothing to do with the pheasant pie, but the potatoes could have done with a little bit of gravy for them.
Aye. They were an afterthought.
It's now precisely 2 hours since I ate the meal.
And you've not shit yourself.
I've not shit myself yet.
No one's
and I don't
shit
feel
themselves.
ill.
I'm alright.
So we'll just have to wait and see what tomorrow brings.
We'll see what the results are tomorrow.
We'll see what the scores on the doors are in the morning.
And if I don't die, I'll have the rest.
There's still plenty to go at.
Yeah. Now the next morning, I got a text off our dinner guest Harley to confirm that it was a good 14 hours after the first bite of that meal before I had a shit. And it was solid, healthy, nothing wrong with it. And I was the same. I had a shit in the morning, it was solid, nothing come out that shouldn't have come out. And I think we can safely say the pie was alright. Now I will actually add, after making this video, I did get some more pheasants, and I discovered a much quicker way to breast them, where you sort of put your feet right tight up against the body and just pull on the legs, and if they haven't been shot to smithereens, it should pull the breasts out nicely. It's a lot quicker, a lot cleaner. Anyway, I would recommend trying pheasant to anyone. This time of year, you can get it anywhere. You get all these money folk dressing up like ponces going off on the shoot days. They kill loads of them, and they don't do anything with them after, they just chuck them away. So go and get yourself some. In fact, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you're actually sick for not eating the pheasant. It's dead anyway. What a waste.
Rest of the bar and pull up a view. We'll delight till this night's through. Some bubbles up till you can't stand up in the local pub. Or rest on the bar and